What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Roads Untraveled. Today is a POV video. Now, we haven't shot one of these in forever, but I figured we are here in the 2020 CLA45 AMG, and it's definitely quite the experience, especially when you look around on the interior here. AMGs are some of the most kind of shouty German vehicles on the road today. So to hop in this new CLA45, and just thought we'd give you guys a little bit of a POV perspective of the driving experience. So sit back, relax, and yeah, we'll just listen to the exhaust noise and we'll go through a few of the driving modes. So we're gonna start here off in comfort mode. Really nice to drive the CLA in comfort mode. That's basically just what I leave it in around town. Although you can change all of your driving dynamics and driving settings individually, right? So as you can see here, this has the optional AMG steering wheel, and if you flip that to the left, we will go into individual, which are my settings. I like to have the engine in dynamic and then the suspension in comfort always, because in sport it's a little stiff, and then everything else in the full bean Sport Plus, exhaust in loud mode, obviously, and everything else. You get that nice line at the top of the steering wheel as well, and the flat bottom steering wheel. All right, so comfort mode is basically where you want to start, and then you have, as you can see there, you have slippery, and then you have slippery, which gives you reduced engine power actually, and basically just makes the car more economical. You have individual, like I was saying, so you can customize exactly what you want and how stiff suspension setting you want and everything. And then you have comfort, and then you have sport and sport plus. So for the Canadian market, the CLA45 AMG that we're driving here is the top model. Same with in the States. If you are in Europe, however, there is a CLA45S AMG, which actually has well over 400 horsepower. It has about 20 or 25 more horsepower, I believe, than this model, but this is the best we can do here in Canada. And while this isn't fully optioned out, it is pretty close. The spec sheet will be in the description, or the price as tested will be in the description, as well as in the full review. Now, this 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that's powering the CLA is in fact, as of right now, the most powerful production 4-cylinder engine in a vehicle, which is pretty ridiculous. It puts down 382 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, 358, somewhere around there. The power numbers, very impressive, 382 for this, and then for the S, you go up to, I think, 414 horsepower if, like I said, you're in that European market. But as far as a 4-cylinder goes, it is just mind-blowing the amount of raw speed and power that AMG is able to extract from this engine. And on their site, the whole AMG lineup is a completely separate entity on their site. They've really split the market from your standard cars over to the AMGs. This one also does have, as you can see here, the optional AMG Sport Bucket seats. Don't mind the audio equipment, but these do have Alcantara there, and then leather on the side. You have this AMG here with, at night, you'd be able to see the mood lighting. You can change that to literally whatever color you want. They actually give you a color wheel. So if you go here using this touchpad down here, thanks for shifting for me, dual clutch. Then you can go into settings real quick, and then if you go over to, yeah, so while you're driving, it is, honestly, it's a little bit finicky to use a touchpad, but if you're at a standstill, I frankly, I love it. But yeah, see, there's your color wheel. Whatever interior mood lighting you want, AMG's happy to do that for you. And on the screen here, you can see that you're able to customize exactly what you're seeing here. There is a G meter and all of the other performance kind of data that you would expect from an AMG model. As tested, this one's about $65,000 Canadian. Again, all the prices and everything will be in the description. But it's a very premium experience. You know, the AMG blends sports and luxury I mean, that's what they do. That's why AMG exists, and the CLA is kind of the bottom of the line AMG car, believe it or not. Wow, really happy they repaved this road, to be honest. So it's plenty fast. If you're looking to get into the AMG experience, while I'm kind of inclined to say that any real AMG needs to have 8 cylinders, I think that has to be said. The 45 here incorporates all of the modern kind of feelings that an AMG car sets out to make, and it does it quite well. But here we go. We're going to run through these corners basically completely silent and just give you the full experience here. You can hear the exhaust noise being pumped into the cabin here with the speakers. So one of the ways you can really tell that they're totally pumping in exhaust noise, and it is on the option sheet, and AMG is proud of that, but the real way you can tell that it's a dead giveaway is when you let off the throttle, because the car quiets right down. Even if you're sitting at 6,000 RPM like you saw there when I downshifted, the overrun is just dead quiet, except for the couple AMG crackles and stuff. It's just the on throttle is when you really get the full resonance and the full sound of that engine. And while I think from the outside it probably doesn't sound that great, to be honest, but from the inside here, I mean, hate the fake audio all you want, the fake engine noise, but it sounds kind of cool. It does sound kind of cool. Now the steering definitely gets stiffer when you are in Sport Plus mode. Now it's, I don't know, AMGs and realistically any modern M car as well just doesn't have the steering feel that some of the older cars do. It definitely feels a little bit, as some people would say, video gamey. You know, it doesn't really have that direct kind of human analog connection to the front axles that you would kind of expect from a performance car, from an AMG maybe of 10 years ago, let's say the original C63 AMG, something like that, which really has good steering. But that being said, this is a sub $100,000 car. I find to get the really well-tuned electric power steering, you need to be basically spending Porsche money. You need to be in like $120,000 plus Porsche. They've really nailed the electric power steering, especially in the GT3 and the RS models. But I mean, it's fine. It's laser precise. Don't get me wrong. This car, all the tech you see here and all the fancy, flashy things on here definitely translate into the driving experience because it's extremely precise. So it makes me wonder. All right, I have no idea how to do launch control in this car, but we're gonna try it out. We gotta turn ESC off. Well, that was launch control. A little bit violent. I guess that's what you want. Dang. The dual clutch shifts when you leave it in automatic in the launch control are way more intense than if you're just upshifting near or at redline. Kind of cool. We'll try that once more, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick behind the wheel POV perspective of the 2020 CLA45 AMG. The full review will be up on our channel, so just check the description to this, or it'll be at the end of the video, and you can click on that if you'd like to kind of go a little bit more in depth and see some driving shots and some exterior shots of the car, as well as we'll go through a few more of the interior features here. So until next time, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit us up on Instagram at Roads Untraveled. We're always posting up there what we're filming and kind of where we're going. We just got back from Edmonton, so definitely check out our Fast and Furious series. But yeah, until next time, see you then. So yeah, all you have to do to turn it, to do launch control is go from comfort down into Sport Plus, left foot on the brake, right foot matted to the floor, and then as you guys saw, the prompt comes up, you let your left foot off the brake, and you're off to the races. Literally, for track use only, guys. Don't do launch control on the street. All right, do one more launch control for you guys here. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the gas. Woo! That's a lot of fun.